The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Voting just isn't going to the polls on Election Day anymore. Options like early voting, mail-in voting, and ballot drop boxes are available to more voters and are growing in popularity. How to Vote, a tool created by Democracy Works, breaks down the options your state offers for casting a ballot, empowering you to decide when and where to vote. Democracy works best when we all vote, but misinformation and confusion about election procedures have resulted in low voter turnout. How to Vote, a tool created by Democracy Works, takes the guesswork out of the voting process. How to Vote is an easy-to-use and help folks from all over the country overcome many of the process barriers to voting. Democracy Works is committed to helping you vote, no matter what. Their tool, How to Vote, does just that. You can sign up for election reminders, see what's on your ballot, get step-by-step assistance requesting your mail ballot, explore your options for returning your voted mail ballot, check your voter registration status, find your polling site, and make sure you have the appropriate ID. Decide when and where you'll vote this year at howto.vote. That's howto.vote. Even though this is a presidential election, there are many more candidates on the ballot besides the president. Go to Ballot Ready for a nonpartisan guide to your entire ballot. From there, you can compare candidates based on stances on issues, biography, or endorsements, and then save your choices to use when you vote by mail or in the voting booth. You can even request your absentee ballot or make a plan to vote early on or election day. This election matters. Make sure you have a plan to vote and vote informed. And this year, with changes to polling places and vote by mail laws as a result of COVID, it's more important than ever to have a plan and vote. Local elected officials affect our lives every day. They decide who to prosecute, monitor the quality of our drinking water, and choose the leadership of our schools. 30% of voters take time to vote and then leave some part of their ballot blank. This is a missed opportunity to choose the leaders of our communities. It's okay if you're unfamiliar with some of the more local positions. We recommend hosting a ballot party. Get together with friends over Zoom, split up the research, and go through the ballots together. Go to ballotready.org and enter your address to make a plan to vote and vote informed. That's ballotready.org.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, and Google Play, and over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful gentleman based out in the California area, and he is said to be the next guitar god out there. He's opened up for Ted Nugent, Living Color. He was involved in Steve Vai's 25th anniversary. He's a self-taught street performer. At the age of 13 in Santa Monica, he recorded a few EPs and one full release by freshman year at community college. And he's got a new song out called Click on Me. And he was also Social Kitten at one point. We're going to play that on the show. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful sunny California in the Plush Studios, the next Guitar King. Ladies and gentlemen, the very talented Derek Day. Derek, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
What's up? How you doing, Mike? Let's get it up. Let's get it. Let's do it. This is our day, Mike. This is our day today. We're going to own the world today.
Oh, man. That was the best introduction coming out of anyone, I'll tell you.
No way, Jose. You got the right introduction. That intro was awesome. I even remember 1-800-303-3963. Is it? No. Fuck, damn it. I almost got it.
3963.
That was a good intro on your part as well.
3963. I thought you were going to say another number, but I forget who it was and who you're trying to call.
Ghostbusters!
There you go, yeah. Those are the ones you're calling.
Woo! We got it, man. We got it.
Oh, man, you're just so stoked. And, of course, you're a self-taught street performer at 13 in Santa Monica, California. You recorded a few EPs and one full release by freshman year at community college. You're involved in Steve Vai's 25th anniversary. Also opened up for Ted Nugent and Living Color, and also leader of classes. And you also have a new song out called Click on Me, and you also did a little bit of Social Kitten. But first, before we get into all that, tell us how you first got started, Derek.
Well, you know what? I guess it's just something, I don't know. How did I get started? I guess the street performing was a big thing. I used to walk down there like on the promenade, Santa Monica, and all these guys were playing on the street, and I was like, I want to do that. And I heard some songs too, like some Eric Clapton songs, and I was like, what the heck is? I don't even know what music was. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I just want to do it. And then slowly but surely, just through having fun, I became a guitar player and a singer, and then a multi-instrumentalist, and then somewhat of a songwriter, and then it's, the rest is history.
That is amazing. And what was that one moment that precisely influenced and say, hey, this is what I really want to do?
Wow, that one moment. Maybe that maybe it was like the Clapton song. I heard Layla, the intro, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I thought it was like maybe a violin, like da-da-da-da-da-da. I didn't even know that. I was like 2 years old. No, I was like 5. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I really want to make that. But then to take it as a career, like seriously, I think it was, I don't know. I don't know. That was probably the Clapton tune though.
Mm-hmm. And who are some of your other favorite artists and singers, musicians growing up besides Eric Clapton?
Oh, all the classics, like Stevie Ray, Vaughan, of course. not Stevie Ray Johnson or anything. Jimi Hendrix, frickin', you name it. Zepp, Pink, Blue. No, I'm just naming colors. But you know what? Actually, I've grown into more like, as the years went by, I was like more like, David Bowie, maybe more like Tom Waits, Frank Zappa, and like gets weirder. That's when I started writing, is when I started listening to weirder stuff. Mm-hmm. And yeah, stuff like that.
It sounds like it too. You talk about, writing some of the weirder stuff and experimental. And also was going to ask you as well too, since you talk about some of the lyrics. So what do you base most of your lyrics on? Like, say, with experimenting or life experiences, or maybe a fantasy, life story, some other story as well. It's like, what do you base most of your lyrics on?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great question. It always evolves, the subject matter. I kind of did like I wish I could say it was, well, you know what, no matter what it is, it's always as honest as it can be. Sometimes it gets pretty social, like social commentary, and that's like what Another Day is about, like a social commentary, whereas Social Kitten is actually more personal, like one-on-one, actually more self-reflective. A lot of my lyrics are like, this is what I am kind of thing. And then Click on Me is a little bit more political. No, it's actually more social than anything. I do write a lot of political things as well. It's kind of everywhere. I don't even know. Sometimes it's just like about one experience, just like, hey, I went out to this place and I did this and then that happened, it goes.
This happened, that happened, and everything else. And of course, you talked about the classics. You grew up listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan, Led Zeppelin like. You also know for a classic, the Madman Ted Nugent. And tell us all about what's it like opening up for Ted Nugent?
Oh, man, so cool. It's just so fun. And like, meeting him, he's like super cool, super nice. He's always on, I'm don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's well known that he doesn't like really drink or do any sort of drugs or anything, but he's got so much energy. I think he might have like, I don't know, he's just so like, I think he's like 69 this year, and like, he's just freaking, the cool thing about him is that he like, every show, he's always reaching out. He's always trying to find like a new place he hasn't been with his playing. And it's kind of like, it's so admirable. The crowds are amazing. I love all those crowds. I wish I could do it again, maybe one day. And but yeah, I just made a lot of good friends. His crew is amazing. They're like family. Everyone was just good. That was out with Tasha Jones on drums. She's incredible. She played with Saliva and all sorts of bands in the LA scene. And Steven Lyons, he's an amazing bass player, and we call him Steaks. And that was, oh man, you just brought me back. I'm like tearing up. I had a great time on that tour. I don't know what else to say. Just good stuff.
It sounds like it too. He's also an avid hunter as well too, with Kill It and Grill It, and all kinds of causes. He also got involved with another legend, Steve Vai, and you also participated in his 25th anniversary. And tell us about that and what's it like, working with Steve Vai indirectly.
That's so cool. That freaking album, it was the 25th anniversary of the Passion and Warfare tour. And that has For the Love of God on it, and so many freaking amazing songs. And this is crazy. Like, Ted and Steve Vai were both actually major influences of mine. I should have said them first, truly, because when I was a kid, when I was like 9 or 10, that was also like moving on from Clapton and into the more intricate things. I was like, this is like, I was mind blown. So like work opening for Steve was amazing. He was like, he's seriously like just like this Jedi monk fusion. Like, he's just so like, his personality as well. He doesn't walk anywhere. He like floats place to place. And I've had the great honor of just even talking to him for a few times, and he's just so cool. And that's, I don't know what else to say. It was just freaking dope. It was awesome.
It sounds like you had an awesome time. And who are some of your other favorite guitarists growing up?
Other favorite guitar players? That's a good question. There's growing up. Let's see. Man, one thing I would say is, I mean, like, there's like the Nuge, yes, Steve. Almost any guitar player whose first name is Steve, really.
If you're a guitar player and your name is Steve, please contact Derek immediately. Anybody who plays guitar, name is Steve, please contact Derek immediately. Thank you.
Yes, exactamundo. I don't know. It's a crazy question, but like, you know, like there's a lot of guitar players I appreciate that are like that have touch, like Mark Ronson or like Keith Richards, that they have such a good touch. Oh, you know, Hendrix's stuff, like not even on his main albums, like his like unreleased stuff or released eventually stuff. And but also I take a huge inspiration from singers, and it's one thing I've learned from like old blues artists like B.B. King and Albert King. They're always talking about how they're trying to make their instrument sound like a voice and their voice sound like an instrument. They kind of go back and forth. So what I do is I just kind of listen to singers and like, you know, really good vocalists. So that list goes on for a while. Like, I don't even know, like, oh, I should have had a list prepared.
It's perfectly okay. I'm sure it'll come up as well, too. And you also play with another legend, and you also have an upcoming song coming up as well, too. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with soon-to-be guitar legend Derek Day here on the Mike Wagner Show, as he was involved in Steve Vai's 25th anniversary project, and also opened up for Ted Nugent. And you also open up for another legend, Vernon Reid of Living Color, and your new project called Click on Me. And tell us more about that.
Yeah, that was awesome. That Living Color tour was like right after the Nuge tour, and it was literally like a couple weeks after, and it was for their new album, Shading the U.S., which is, if you guys haven't heard it, I would highly recommend listening to Shading the U.S., latest Living Color album. It's freaking awesome. It's just modern, but so much energy and passion in it, and it's just really great writing. Anyway, Vernon Reid, the man, dude. He is the man from Staten Island.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, he's so cool. He's really he's just so, I don't know, he's just another one of those super Jedi monks, you know, like almost surreal person. Super cool to work. I got to go over, you know, to New York and work with him a little bit, and around 2018, and we wrote Click on Me together. So
wow,
this song is actually co-written and produced by Vernon Reid himself. He's just freaking killed it, and it's a song. I guess it's kind of in the name. Click on Me. It's just about how we're all like on our phone and all on social media and always constantly searching for likes and approval that doesn't really exist, as well as, you know, like, it's more, and how Vernon puts it too, he says it's a song of desperation and of great loneliness, and it's also, as much as we use words in there like malware and you know, like click on me, virus, I want to go viral, I want to do this, blah blah blah. It's really more of a song about emotion and wanting to have real connection, but then slowly being pushed away further. And and it's not just a single either, it's a music video. The video is going to be released on Thursday as well, this Thursday the 17th of September. And it was created by Jeremy Ian Thomas, an amazing animation artist. We couldn't, you know, meet up in person to do it, obviously, to like film anything. So he put together this incredible, I just saw it, this incredible like animation virtual experience that it's gonna rock the boat. and rock the house, rock the boathouse.
And how'd you end up with your animator as well, too? Did you meet by mutual connection, or were you given a list of animators to work with? Animation sounds like a lot of fun. It's like I like to have animators do a video of mine, or maybe on my show, or whatsoever for my kids.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's so cool. It's so fun, but it's a lot of hard work. Oh, my God. I'm sure you know. It's just like so much creative addition, subtraction, rendering, and processing, and all sorts of insane amounts of work that goes into animating. We found Jeremy through, like a mutual friend, and Petra. Petra, forgive me, I don't know your last name, but she's a professor in Georgia, and she was just like, she's a friend of the Living Color family, and and so she threw a couple names our way, and then we went through a bunch of animators, and they threw like little treatments at us. They made like little quick things for us, and we were like, oh no, I don't know, because it's tricky with animation. You don't want to be, but then we met Jeremy through this long list, and we called him. We had a three-way call, Vernon and I, and he's just like the coolest. Four-way call with my manager Ollie. Jeremy was like the frickin' fourth Beatle, dude. He fit perfectly. He was awesome. He was just so spiritual and intelligent, and just like this really, he was just on our vibe, on our level. Really cool dude, and so it was just, trial, tribulation, and we found our guy.
It sounds like you're looking forward to the video as well, too. Now, will this be part of an upcoming EP, or a full-length album or full-length CD, or will it be just a single?
This one right here, it will be, I don't know, but Mike, things are crazy nowadays. I can't even plan for dinner tonight,
Hey, want the best solution? Pizza.
What?
Pizza. That's always the best solution. So.
Oh, I love pizza. Absolutely. Pizza's the way to go.
There you go. What do you like on your pizza?
I love anything except for maybe anything and everything, but maybe not too many of those like green vegetables. What do you call those? Like green peppers?
Green peppers, you know something? I have to say this. My favorite is sausage, pepperoni, green onion, or green peppers and onions, drizzle on barbecue sauce. But if we ever get together for pizza and talk more about the Mike Wagner Show and other projects, I'll be glad to subtract the green pepper. I'll do that just for you. So.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mike. Mike, that's awesome.
Hey, no problem. And we'll talk about some of your other works and what's coming up as well, too. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking our budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with soon-to-be guitar legend Derek Day here on the Mike Wagner Show with his new video we were just talking about with Vernon Reed of Living Color, Click on Me. And he also has a song out called Social Kitten. We'll be playing in just a minute. But first, let's go back a little ways here. And you recorded a few EPs and one full release by freshman year at community college. And tell us about some of your work and getting in that full time before being freshman year. That's just amazing.
Oh, wow, thanks. That was very experimental. It was my first solo thing. I must have been in like 10 bands at that point. And
wow.
And I've recorded other albums and EPs too, and other monikers and other bands. And but this was like my first endeavor as just me. And I think just a couple of those tunes are still out, like on Bandcamp and SoundCloud if you want to find it. But I've taken some down because it was another real rough long experiment. It took a while to like really knock it out. There was a lot of, it was just a long time, a lot of money of my own pocket. And I was going to community college, and pretty much any kind of money I made on the street and everything, just even today, any money I make just goes straight into the studio and maybe like a couple of sandwiches. But no, but it was something. I think I was like 20 when I did like a little EP. I recorded like 8 songs and released like 5. And then,
oh wow.
Yeah, it was really a stepping stone that I went through. So I made so many mistakes that I really like, that I learned so much from. But the songs are cool. And those are really more songs of love and life, and not so much political or social, really. They're really kind of like about like what life is, and again, just trying to be honest and a little trippy too. They're kind of like a little Pink Floyd based and stuff like that here and there, you know.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing too. And you say you went to community college by freshman year. What were you studying at the time, and where are you going to CC?
I was going to PCC. I think the Van Halen boys were going to Pasadena City, or they lived in Pasadena. I don't know if they went to PCC, but Pasadena City College. I think like Babe Ruth like went there or something. Yeah, it was just, I went for a couple years, but then I had to go on tour for TED, and like they called me up, and I was like, oh, no school now, and then I just left and never really got to go back because it's just been nonstop. But yeah, I was studying like Italian. I was taking trumpet and just kind of expanding my musical knowledge. I was taking Afro-American music studies and opera, and just kind of trying to understand that side. And oh man, I wish I could actually go back. It was so cool.
Well, I'll tell you something. The way things are going, you should be able to go back with a lot of ventures going on. And right now, we're going to get to a song that he did with Derek Day called Social Kitten right here on the Mike Wagner Show. Here's Social Kitten.
Woo!
great song by the soon-to-be guitar legend Derek Day on the Mike Wagner Show with Social Kitten. And tell us about the song Social Kitten. What inspired you to write that song, and tell us more about it.
Cool. So, that song was released a while ago. My more recent release was Another Day, but I actually wanted to give that song a little bit more love because it kind of didn't get as much love when it was initially released. So thank you for playing that, first of all.
No problem. We'll show more love to you as time goes on. Don't worry about it, especially for Another Day.
Yeah,
click on me first, yeah. And blame it on the remote. I forgot to ask about the clicking. Blame it on the remote.
Oh, yes. Anyway, that song is cool. This is fun. I'm having a good time. So that song is not so much guitar, based. You listen to Another Day if you want a guitar solo, or the new song Click On Me is going to have a guitar solo all over that. This song is really Social Kitten. It's kind of not so literal, obviously. It did kind of come to while I was like looking at my cat, and I wrote it out, and it's just about, man, it's been a while since I talked about it. Let me think. It's a song that's like, you really gotta like be fearlessly yourself. And I guess this is a song I was like writing to myself, but I was really writing for a lot of people I knew, and to maybe anyone who hears it, just to, I guess I really promote creativity, whether you're a lawyer or a painter or anything. You just got to like let your creative self take over. You don't necessarily need to create, but if you're a creative person, it'll just come out in your vibe. So just let yourself be as much as you can. Social Kitten, don't be smitten to brave and beautiful ways to live, just live life, and there's gonna be ups and downs, and you just gotta go through it. And sometimes you really want something and you finally get it and it's not as good as it used to be, but you gotta keep moving on. And this song is kind of like my first kind of, I don't know how to call this song structure. The structure is a little more, there's a interesting arrangement on this song that I just my venture into interesting arrangements as well.
Mm-hmm. And that song, Social Kitten, I have to say, is perfect, I gotta say.
No! Cool. Thank you. That's awesome.
You're welcome. Oh, my gosh. I'm really looking forward to some great music from you, Derek Day, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And lastly, you're also a leader of the group Classes as well, too. You had two different sides. You want to talk about yourself as an artist, but also the leader of a group Classes, and tell us more about that.
Yeah, Classless Act.
Classless Act, that's it. Okay. My coffee didn't kick in. Darn it.
No, that's okay. I call it classless. We all call it, hey, classless. We're having classless rehearsals. You're part of the game. But yeah, no, it's a 5-piece rock and roll band. It's something I wanted to just, with my own original solo thing. I like to get really kind of interesting and progressive, as well as maybe even borderline jazzy with my own stuff. But this is a band. Classless Act is a band where I get to venture off into just straight ahead rock and roll, real good, like, again, really honest music, and just like heavy, but also maybe beautifully written songs. Like, all the guys are great, amazing, talented musicians from all sorts of backgrounds. And yeah, we've been a band for like 2 years in development, and we're just developing and writing and writing. We literally write every single day, and we must have so many songs. We haven't released anything though, and we're just waiting for the right time to like put something out. But it'll be very soon, and it's just this great, honest, good rock and roll band that you definitely keep an eye out for. We're working with a lot of good people.
It sounds like you're getting a good buzz in the LA scene, but you're also getting a monster buzz in South and Central America. It's like, how do you figure on that one? South and Central America. It's like they love you out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, our bass player he's from Argentina.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think we got it from him. He's gonna kick my ass. But I don't know. The band has gone through a few band member changes, and I don't know, just kind of picked up some speed, and but we didn't, I joined the band actually rather late, but they were very adamant about doing a bunch of live streams. They're really good with promotion and media, and yeah, it's just, life's a mystery.
Yes, that's right. And where can we find Classless Act at, and also your music?
You can follow us on Classless Act on Instagram, and I think Facebook as well, just Classless Act, and classlessact.com. No music yet, so we're just actually, every now and then we'll like maybe put up a live stream of us jamming, but that's the closest thing you'll get. We're really, again, we're holding off on releasing anything. We're really honing in right now.
Mm-hmm. And I was going to ask that question as well too. What else do you have coming up in 2021 and beyond besides what you talked about? What else do you have coming up for next year?
2021. I'm so excited. You asked me earlier if Click on Me was the start of an EP. Well, to be honest, I have multiple songs recorded just from the past, and they were all like recorded at similar times. So maybe there will be an EP. I just might drop it first thing January, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe January, maybe February. Just make sure everything's tweaked. But I got like 6 songs. Like, might as well throw them out. And yeah, just next. It's hard to predict what we can do. But if they're letting us, play, I'm definitely tour. Definitely tour, like 100%. We have things lined up for 2020, both bands, and really cool things. I was almost gonna go to frickin' Portugal, and I had all these things lined up, and but of course, safety first, health first, always. And but man, it's hard to say. Well, Classless is actually halfway done recording a full album, so we're gonna finish recording it before the end of the year, release it next year if we're allowed to play shows, and you go. It's just gonna be a lot of creative things being unleashed.
And it sounds like we just clicked on a really good idea instead of having Click on Me, just a single, a possible EP, LP, and keep us up to date on that. Derek, once again, guitarist, multi-talented Derek Day here on the Mike Wagner Show, and just a couple of things. Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
In my career, does it? You mean someone I might know, or like just from afar?
It can be either way.
Either way. That's a good question. That's a great question. In my career, well, I mean, the perspective changes constantly, especially for me. Every day I wake up thinking something kind of new, and so really, biggest influence, I would say more like creatively. It's not really any specific artist or person. It's really more like just the times and how crazy things are being, or how not crazy things are being, and actually monotony. Like, if I think about monotony all the time and how I want to destroy it and really counter it and change it up. If I'm being too so just ideas of extreme ideas, like creativeness or art, certain arts. I was recently just introduced to Salvador Dali by my friend Steve, and I just kind of like the surrealism and interesting takes on life and perspective. And yeah, so I would say major influences: monotony, art in general, and just changing it up. That's all.
That sounds like it's amazing too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
That's a great. If I ask that question actually a lot to a lot of older, way more experienced musicians and people I idolize, and I get a different answer every time. But for me, I would say just make sure you love what you do, and really don't be too cynical. Just kind of, damn, advice. I don't want to screw anyone up, I don't want to screw up anyone's future. It's good to just be vague with this sort of thing, but really just work your ass off. But if it's something you love, it won't be work. It'll be like running without your sides ever hurting, So if you love music, keep running and just do it every single day. If you're a creative person, put at least 4 hours of creativity in every day of your life. You have to make time for it. You cannot be not creative. If you're, and that's kind of like, really take yourself seriously. If you do, it'll show in your work, and really just work.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you're talking about not being a job. It sounds like the Geico lizard just makes me channel the Geico lizard in you. It's like, it's not a job. It's love what you do. So it makes me think.
Yeah, of course. The Australian. Oh, no. He's an English bloke.
Yeah, pretty much a lizard, a gecko. I just call him like a little green thing that it has full of wisdom, but can also be a smartass at times. So
yeah, that little.
Oh, exactly. I mean, it could be better than Flo from Progressive. Of course, I'm not shopping for car insurance, but that's another day. Once again, soon-to-be guitar legend Derek Day here on the Mike Wagner Show. Derek, a very big thank you for your time. You have been absolutely fantastic. We got to do this again soon over pizza and everything else. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your music?
That's a note. Thank you so much, Mike. You guys can find me www. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. You can find me at derekdaymusic.com. And Derek Day Music on Instagram, Facebook, and that has a link to my new single and the new video that's going to be released this Thursday. So go on there if you want to pre-save it, pre-order, or just keep up with those links there. And that's pretty much it, D-Day. You'll find everything else I'm up to there. I have shows or anything on there. And, it's funny you mentioned the gecko, dude. I have a funny meme page called Lizard McGuire.
Lizard McGuire, huh?
Yeah, like Lizzie McGuire.
I was just going to say that. It's like, is that like an evil twin or a distant cousin or something? Or maybe like a lost brother or sister or something like that? Lizard McGuire?
It's the concept meme page. It's a picture of Hillary Duff with lizard eyes. And you'll find it. Lizard is spelled interesting. It's with like an IRD. But yeah, go find out. That's amongst everything else. That's the most important thing. Go find this dumb meme page. There's like 4 memes on there.
Oh my gosh, Hillary Duff! What a blast from the past.
Yeah, you got the theme. I love that theme song.
Oh yeah,
the perfect plan.
I'm ready to watch some Hillary Duff after this. Once again, Derek, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us update. Love you back on sometime in 2021, and let's have some pizza and chill.
Woo! Let's do it.
Nothing too hard to take what you criticize. All equations have been stuck with the small to turn many eyes. Oh, we can settle this embodiment of sin in me. I read bottom too tall.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.